All right, I'm going to do a quick video on something that I read a lot about is writer's block. It's not really something I struggle with. Now that I say that, I probably will have writer's block, but a couple things I do that help me greatly. As far as character, now I'm going to address it with characters and then with stories. With characters, you can keep a notebook of just different type of character ideas on the side, and just kind of table them for whenever you need a character. You have one that's old or young or good looking or athletic. You can do that. But if you're in the middle of a story and you need to insert a character, whether it's a primary or secondary character, one thing I tell my students is you can kind of pull from people and kind of be take a look from one person you know and the personality of another person you know, the way someone is outgoing, the athletic ability of another person, the scholastic ability of another person you know, and just kind of put them together like Play-Doh, and very quickly the character will take on a life of its own. Obviously, you need to know the character's wants, the conflict, how they play into the story. Another way to kickstart a character, if you're in need, is you want to know clearly the background, the height, the age, all that sort of thing. But politics and religion are a great way to kickstart a character. If they are on the left of the political spectrum, you know they're going to believe in pretty much about 10 things you can like just spot off the top of your head, which I'm not going to get in politics. If they're right, same thing. Their view on money, their view on open borders, blah, blah, blah. They're in religion, politics and religion. So if they're Christian, if they're devout, Bible-believing Christian, they're going to adhere to X, Y, and Z. If they're atheist, which is about religion, they're going to believe in X, Y, and Z. And so it's a great way to just inject some depth into your characters very quickly and to kind of get the ball rolling. And very quickly, like I said, they'll take on a life of their own. Now, for stories, as far as writer's block, again, go to the notebook. Always keep a notebook with you, or a note section on your cell phone where you can just jot down ideas as ideas come to you. You also have a voice recording on most people do on their smartphone. So you could be driving down the road and you're like, I have an idea for a story where a guy's on the stock market making $1 million a year, and he gives up everything to go out into the woods and build a log cabin by hand. Table the idea. You may or may not expand upon this, or you may or may not use that as a background for one of your characters in a future story. But you get enough of these little vignettes and you put them down on paper, and you'll be surprised at how many of these story ideas you have very quickly. But again, it's key to keep something with you. So as an idea comes to you, don't just like reach for a napkin. You have a notebook or you have your cell phone. Just write it down, write it down, write it down. And before you know it, you're going to have a laundry list of ideas. And you may want to expand on some of them into a short story or a full-length novel. Or again, they may end up being background pieces for some of your other characters. I go into more in-depth into this in the screenwriting class I teach. But for now, this is just a couple quick ideas for you. Let me know what you think. Please like, sub, and share. Thank you.